Welcome to CryptoWise, a couple of wise guys talking crypto. Hello CryptoWisers, welcome back to the channel. My name is Milton and I will be your captain for this episode. Guys, we have to talk Polkadot, okay? 2021 is definitely going to be the year of the dot. And for all my long-time CryptoWisers, you know that Milty loves Polkadot. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you my top 5 Polka alts. There are so many great projects being built on Polkadot right now. It is going to be very hard to pick 5, but I'm going to do that in this video. But no, I love way more than just these 5, but I thought it was important for me to point out to you my top 5 right now. This list might change throughout the year, and I will, of course, update you if it does. And my longtime CryptoWisers will know that I am not a DOT bandwagon jumper. Obviously, in the past few days, DOT has jumped all the way to the number 4 market cap crypto. It has surpassed XRP. Here it is sitting just behind Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether doesn't really count. So really it is number 3. And it has jumped a whopping 72% this week. But I have been talking about Polkadot since I launched this channel all the way back to my second video, 6 crypto coins you must own. Polkadot was on that list. So I am not surprised at all by this huge pump in Polkadot, and I think it's just the beginning. So we are going to be talking a lot of Polkadot on CryptoWise in the coming weeks and months, starting right now with Milty's top 5 Polka alts. Buckle in, kids. This is going to be another exciting episode of CryptoWise. Okay, CryptoWisers, let's get into this. Look, Milty doesn't like to pat himself on the back that much. I try not to do it too much on the channel, but in this instance, I kind of have to. Okay, I launched this channel a couple of months ago, and one of my early videos was this one here, the next huge thing in crypto, and it talked all about Polkadot, Kusama, and Parachains. Honestly, it's probably the most important video that I've posted on the channel so far. Now, that was 2 months ago. At that time, DOT was just hovering around its $5 mark, which it was for a very, very long time until the recent pump. But also at that time, Kusama was down here at around $40. And I told you back then that Milty was filling his bags up with Kusama and DOT to be ready for the Parachains. Now, we didn't know when that was going to happen. We still don't have an exact date. But news about the Parachains are starting to come out, and that's why you're seeing a pump. Kusama now is at around $100, and DOT is hovering around all-time highs, hitting an all-time high of just over $19 in the last couple of days. It's now just sitting under 17. So anyway, CryptoWisers, I hope you listened to Milty on this one. Now, if you didn't watch that video, I highly recommend that you do. Either watch it now by clicking the link at the top of the screen, or at the end of this video, I'm going to put it on the end card. That video has some real fundamental information of what you got to know about how these parachains are going to work and why DOT and Kusama are pumping right now and why they'll probably continue to pump for the months ahead. Anyway, let's get into some alt talk. As I said, look at all these amazing projects being built on Polkadot. Okay, Polkadot, it's not an ETH killer, people, but it is an ETH complement. And in my opinion, it's the best one out there. It's the one I am most excited about. Curious about Cosmos. I love Elrond. I'm not a Cardano guy, but I know a lot of really smart people who are. But for me, the network that is going to complement ETH the best is Polkadot. And really the success of a network is the community you build around it, especially developers. Are you getting developers to create projects on your network? Obviously, ETH has the bulk of them. ETH has done an amazing job with that. It's been around the longest. It had a huge head start, but look at all these projects being built for Polkadot, okay? They did it the right way, guys. With the Web3 Foundation, they funded a ton of developers to build on Polkadot. Here on their website, they say that they have funded over 100 projects. Well, actually just reached the 200 project number. They have given out over 200 grants now to projects building on Polkadot, and some of these are really top notch with some amazing developers. Look at this list. There are so many great projects on this list. Now, warning to my CryptoWisers out there, this is going to be a huge hype cycle for DOT. And just like Ether a couple of years ago, you're also going to get a ton of shit projects being built on Polkadot. So you got to do your research. You got to know who are the real deals and who are the Polka scammers out there. Just because a project has Polka in its title doesn't mean it's an amazing project. Although there are some really cool projects with that name in their title. So you got to do the research. And the reason Kusama and DOT are pumping is because Parachains are starting on Rococo, which is the Polkadot testnet. So projects have already started testing out Parachains on the testnet. Once they're done with the testnet, it means that Parachains will happen on Kusama. And then after a while, once they're comfortable, they like how it's working, Parachains will start on Polkadot. All right, let's have a quick look at the Polkadot wiki, because this is where a lot of the information is about building Parachains on Rococo. And you can see who's building Parachains. Well, Rococo, it's kind of doing its own tick, trick, and track. Okay, that's just them testing it out. Then we got Mandela, Darwinia, Plasm, Robonautics, and Turbulence. And then if we go further down here, we can see here, it's kind of a first come, first serve basis. So here in the first batch, Kilt, Interlay. Third batch is going to be Darwinia, Phala, Crust, Hydra DX. Then we got Bifrost, Starks Network, Clover, Zenlink. Fifth batch, we got ChainX, Robonautics, Patract Hub, Math Wallet. Okay, I like a lot of these projects. I really like Darwinia. I really like Phala. I really like ChainX. I really like Bifrost. I really like Robonomics. But none of those actually made my top 5 alts. But guys, this is really exciting to see that Rococo is starting its Parachains, which means Kusama is coming up quick. And then eventually Polkadot, and then we're really gonna get going. Just a little thing here, Mandela is actually an Acala project. They're calling themselves Mandela for this testnet, but that is Acala. Okay, I also found this pretty cool site. It's called Parachain Live. I don't know who created this, but whoever did, thank you very much. They're essentially going to be updating the Parachain information as it comes in. So they got a Polkadot slot, they got a Kusama slot. So in that past video that I talked to you about that you need to watch, I talked about Karura announcing that they were going to bid on a Kusama Parachain slot. Now Karura is the cousin or brother or sister company to Acala. And we know that Acala is going to be bidding for a Polkadot slot Parachain. Also very cool to see Robonomics on here for Kusama, and we got Bifrost. So this isn't an exhaustive list, but whoever's creating this site, kudos to you, keep it coming. And then here on Polkadot, you can see they have Acala, they've got Bifrost, and they've got right now up to 14 companies that are going to be bidding for Parachains. They give you the category that the project is, and you're going to notice on my top 5, I've mostly been focused on DeFi. Obviously, DeFi is going to be huge on Polkadot. They're the projects with a lot of the bigger upside in terms of interest. So a lot of my top 5 are DeFi, except for one of them, and I'll let you know what that is later in the video. Then they have this column, which is the Parachain liquidity token allocation column. How much of their tokenomics is dedicated to getting the Parachain? Their circulating supply, if it's known, the total supply, if they've announced it, the price, and then here's the auction reward. These are the rewards they will be giving out to people loaning them either Kusama or DOT for the Parachain. Okay, so make sure you bookmark this page if you're into Polkadot projects. All right, guys, enough preamble. Let Milty get into his top 5 Polka alts. All right, CryptoWisers, here are my top 5 Polka alts right now. Number 1, Kylin. Now, Kylin doesn't even have a token out, so I wanted to make sure that they were on this list for my CryptoWisers because they are going to be launching their Kyle token very soon, I think. No one really knows the exact date, but keep an eye out for Kyle, K-Y-L. It is the Kylin Network mainnet token. I'm not going to do a deep dive on these projects, guys. I'm just going to list out my top 5 for you, but rest assured, in the coming weeks, either myself or Marvin will be covering all 5 of these projects if we haven't done so already. But Kylin is aiming to be the Oracle solution for the Polkadot ecosystem. But Kylin is going to be much more than just an Oracle project. They will be doing data analytics, they'll be doing a data marketplace, and we'll be covering all of this in a future video. But for now, I wanted to make sure you guys know Kylin is one of my top 5 Polka alts, so keep an eye out for the KYL project. Number 2, Sora. And I did cover Sora already in a video. That is this one here. And you can watch this video now if you want by clicking this link at the top of your screen. In that video, I walk through everything to do with Sora. But really the top thing to remember about Sora is they are launching Polkaswap, which is going to be the Uniswap for the Polkadot ecosystem. And they recently launched the testnet. So Polkaswap is coming soon. The testnet is up and ready. So I imagine it won't be too long before Polkaswap launches. Sora, amazing project. Make sure you watch my video on it. Okay, moving right along. Number 3, Reef Finance. Okay, this is the first Polkadot project to launch on Binance in terms of their token launch. This is a project that Marvin covered just a week ago. His video on Reef is right here. You can watch it by clicking the link up in the top of your screen. People are loving the video. It has over 5,000 views already. So make sure you watch that video to get to know Reef. Reef is another DeFi project on Polkadot, DeFi made easy. It's going to be a gateway to DeFi on Polkadot through liquidity and protocol aggregation. So Kylin, Oracle project, Sora, DeFi project, but actually a lot more. Reef, DeFi project. Now, number 4, Polka Alt, Acala, another DeFi project. Actually aiming to be a decentralized finance hub and stablecoin platform. Acala, like Kylin, no token yet for Acala. I mentioned Acala in that previous Parachain video that I was talking about because they also have Karura, which they are trying to get a Parachain on Kusama for, but Acala will be trying to get a Parachain on Polkadot. If you're interested in following along about Acala, make sure you follow Mr. Dan Reeser on Twitter. He's an advisor consultant for Acala, and he is a major ambassador for Polkadot. He's been involved with Polkadot for a long time. Also, just to reiterate, as Acala says here, be aware there are no Acala tokens as of yet. That is ACA token. They cannot be purchased anywhere. So if you see an ACA token claiming to be an Acala token, it's not available yet. We're just going to have to wait, but keep your eye out. Like Kylin, make sure you're ready for when Acala launches their ACA token. All right, we're already through 4. What is number 5? It is Moonbeam. Moonbeam is another project that I'm sure will get its own Polkadot Parachain. Gavin Wood himself mentioned it a lot during Polkadot Decoded, the big Polkadot conference that happened in December. And it is what is going to allow Ethereum-compatible smart contract projects to be able to access Polkadot. So this is a really important project. Moonbeam is going to be huge. Again, they do not have a token out yet, but they did recently, just a couple of days ago, put out some information on their plan for their tokens. There's going to be one called Glimmer and one called River. Now, River will be the first one out because that's going to be the token for their Kusama Parachain. And they have dedicated a lot, I believe 60% of the supply of River will go to people who loan them Kusama so they can get that Parachain. So if you want to get your hands on River, I hope you stocked up on your Kusama when I made that previous video a couple of months ago. And Glimmer will be the token for their Polkadot Parachain. Okay, so they just put out this information recently. So another 2 tokens to have on your radar. Make sure you write this down. You got the 2 Moonbeam tokens. You got the Kylin token, KYL, going to be coming out. And the Acala token, ACA. We don't know exactly when these tokens are going to be coming out. Most of them, or a lot of them, will be rewarded to people who help loan them either DOT or Kusama for their parachains. So keep that in mind. So those are my 5 top Polka alts right now. As I mentioned, I'll keep updating you throughout the months if this changes. I love a lot of projects on Polkadot. So if I did not mention one of your favorite projects on Polkadot, things like ChainX, things like Darwinia, Polkastarter, Phala, do not worry. I love all those projects and many more. Also, just a quick note, I did not include Ocean Protocol on my list. I know that Ocean will be building a version of Ocean Protocol for Polkadot. I have no doubt about that, but right now it's built on Ethereum. So in my mind, I still consider it an Ethereum project. That's why Ocean is not on this list. But if you watch the channel, you know I love Ocean. I made a whole video about it a couple of months ago. Here it is over here, deep dive into Ocean Protocol. You can watch that video if you want by clicking the link at the top of the screen. Okay, so 3 of these tokens are not out yet. So you're probably thinking, Milty, come on, tell me about tokens that are available. But 2 of these tokens are available right now. Reef Finance, the Reef token just launched. In my opinion, the best way to get this is on Binance, also available on Uniswap. And another thing, guys, Reef is the first Polkadot project to launch on Binance. It's not going to be the last one. Okay, Binance just gave Polkadot $10 million to help develop the network. And I bet that means a lot more Polkadot projects will be launching their tokens on Binance. I actually think, this is a pure guess, but I think Kylin will be one of them. That's me guessing. I have no insider information. I have no idea, but that's my guess. And the other token available now is Sora, the XOR token. It's near all-time highs right now, so cautious. But if you're interested, it's available on Uniswap. It's also available on Mooniswap if you use that. Those are your top 2 bets, in my opinion, to get XOR right now. I've had a bag of XOR for a long time, holding on to it. I can't wait for the launch of Polkaswap. But of course, remember, guys, as always, CryptoWise is not financial advice. I repeat, CryptoWise, not financial advice. We're just a couple of guys talking crypto. Do your own research. You do you. I'm just letting you in on what my strategy is, but it is not financial advice. Okay, guys, so that's it. Those are my top 5 Polka alts right now. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it valuable. If you did, please give it the old thumbs up. And all you new CryptoWisers out there, yeah, that's you. Do Milty a favor and subscribe to the channel. Become a CryptoWiser. Because hey, why wouldn't you want to get notified anytime we put out a new video? Plus, you'll help us out. It will help other people find the channel. So we really appreciate those who have subscribed already. Another note, because we've reached the 1,000 subscriber plateau, we now have access to this community page on our YouTube. Haven't used it yet, but this will be a good way for Marvin or me to put out some updates or information about any of the projects that we're talking about. Just some quick notes or some links that we think are interesting or anything that we're reading. We can throw it in here for you guys. So keep your eye out here for the community page on CryptoWise YouTube channel. And for all my fellow Polka heads out there watching this video, stay tuned. We're going to be talking a lot about Polkadot on this channel this year. There are just too many great projects being built for Polkadot. We got to dedicate the time to Polkadot on this channel, and we will. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, my name's Milton. Until next time, over and out.